James Woodburn-Hall, we've completed a set of 6 consecutive victories. Training must be a really positive and happy place right about now.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's shining. What more can you want? There's a good atmosphere in camp at the moment, and we're really positive. We've seemed to found our groove, found a bit of momentum, which is nice, and which does make training a bit easier. It's still focused, obviously, and we still have a goal, but yeah, there's not as much pressure turning up on a Tuesday, you know, after a win, as opposed to having to go through a loss. So yeah, it's a nice place to be at the moment. There's good atmosphere and real positivity in and around the club at the moment.
It was a really comprehensive victory, although the scoreline may not suggest it. Do you think that the scoreline reflected the dominance that we showed throughout the game?
I think it did, yeah. I mean, I know Grixie would like us to be a bit more ruthless, is a word he likes to use, and you know, really put them games to bed in the second half, but it's tough, and Sheffield are a good side. They're not in the position they are in the league for no reason. They got a few late tries, a few tries in the second half, and they probably deserved them. And I mean, the game at the end of the day, we put it to bed in the end, but we did make it a bit difficult for ourselves. But I mean, you shouldn't take credit away from Sheffield. They deserved the tries they scored.
It was a bit of an ill-tempered affair as well. What was that like to play in? A really stop-start. I think Simon called it a bit of a pantomime type of game.
I mean, I don't know if you saw me. I think every time the fight broke out, I had cramp or something like that. Conveniently, I had cramp. So yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's just a break in play. Sometimes it depends which way the game's going. For us, it can be a bit frustrating because we can't build on and keep building and creating pressure. But at the same time, you get a nice break, don't you? So it doesn't really affect me personally.
Well, we'll come to you on a personal note. I think a lot of fans thought you probably had your best game back after your injury earlier in the year. Do you feel like you're getting some of your best form back in Halifax shirt?
Yeah, definitely. I think I played well at the weekend, which was nice, and like I've been steady. First 5 games, I've played 5-6 games now, but I've been steady, and it was nice to get a bit of form and try and emulate what I did last year. I had a good season last year, so it's just building on the back of that. And I mean, with the World Cup again being moved to this year, I'd really like to kind of gain some momentum going into the back end of the year and take that with me into Jamaica camp when we get there.
Joe Keys obviously took man of the match, but he said on a tweet that it's a weird way to spell James Woodburn-Hall. How nice is it to know that your teammates really appreciate the work that you do?
Yeah, Keys is a good lad, and I think he's a bit harsh on himself there. He had a great game himself, and it could have gone either way. So at the end of the day, we got the victory, we got the win. That's all that matters. So it was just a bit of a laugh of Keysy. So yeah, just being a bit mischievous there.
We'll move on to this weekend then. It's York City Knights away, the 2 form teams in the Championship, 3rd versus 4, 7-game winning streak versus 6-game winning streak. You can't build a game up any better than that, can you?
No, definitely not. I mean, York, like you say, they're above us in the league. They're going really well at the moment. Got a bit of momentum, and it'd be tough going over there. I personally haven't played at their new stadium, so I'm looking forward to that. They're a good side. Fordy's always got them in check. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good contest, and hopefully the weather stays like this as well.
You've done a bit of video review. What are you expecting from York? Where do their threats lie?
I've not done it yet, but I mean, like, going off the back of it, Liam Harris played here last year. He's always a threat. I think O'Hagan's going well at the moment as well, and then Jordan Thompson looks really strong in the games that I've seen him play on a Monday night. So yeah, a few threats there. I don't think Pauly's. I think he's banned at the moment. So yeah, like I said, it should be a really even match affair. It will go down to the team with most enthusiasm and who turns up with the most intent, I think.
And like we said, it is the battle of the 2 form teams, brand new stadium. How important is it that the fans really get over there and get behind the squad in what will be a massive game, the kind of game that everyone wants to play in, really?
100%, yeah. I mean, going away to a place like York's never easy, and to have the fans there on our side, giving us the support, it makes a massive difference when you're out on the pitch, especially in the tough situations. When it's a tight game, it's 6-all going into half time, and it's really nice to have that support and knowing you've got someone on your back.